teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad is made to create a new way of thinking. And a new way of thinking is going to produce a new people. I heard Dr. Wesley Muhammad say earlier today that the teachings are medicinal teachings. This Islam we got is medicinal Islam. What do you mean, brother, by medicinal Islam? Well, all my cannabis community, all my sisters and brothers that smoke, y'all know what medicinal is. Medicinal weed is medical weed. Why do they make medical weed? Why is there medical weed, medicinal weed? Why? Because they know that cannabis cures certain illnesses. You feel me? It's medicinal. It's a healer. So what do I mean when I say the teachings are medicinal? Or what does Dr. Wesley mean when he says the teachings are medicinal? Because if you take the teachings, accept them, and then apply them to your life, they will start to heal and fix every problem that you have in your life. See, we don't understand that. We're not computing or understanding how powerful the teachings are. If you take them, accept them, and apply them, you will start to see all of your problems start to get fixed. Do you understand? So the teachings are medicinal teachings, not Orthodox Islam, because they haven't fixed no problems. And that's not talking down. That's just talking facts. You look at the Muslim world right now. The Muslim world is in shambles. So it can't be Orthodox. It can't be Orthodox Islam. It can't be, because it's not fixing. You look at the Nation of Islam. It's a hospital. People that take in the teachings, accept them, and apply them, become renewed, become restored. You understand? Revived from an old life of a death style. Because it's not a lifestyle, as the minister says, it's a death style. And been reformed. See? The teachers reform you from nigga to God. That's a book. Go get that book. From niggas to gods. But that's what the teachings are. It's a reformation program to take you from the white man's Frankenstein, which is a Negro, and into a God. And scripture says, let us make man. God didn't say, let us make a colored boy. Let us make a nigger. Let us make a fool. That's not what he said. Let us make a hustler. Let us make a pimp. Let us make a gangster. That's not what the book say. The book say, let us make man. So God created you to be a man. And the teachings help restore you upright into that proper thinking that you have to have in order to be the man that God created in the beginning. Because we've fallen so far away from that. Why? Because we was not raised with the thinking of God, yet we was raised with the thinking of the devil. See, the black man in America was kidnapped and brought to a strange land and then put in his mind by the teacher of which is the European. This is the mind that we think with today. So our mind that we think with today projects our reality. And as you can see, our conditions, our reality is one of a slave. Our reality, our conditions is that of a captive. One is oppressed. We live in projects, we live in hoods, we live in ghettos. We don't own anything. We don't have an economic base. We don't have an independent flag. We don't have anything that we can show for ourselves. Even though we helped build this country that we in right now. Even though prior to this country and us being brought over here, we had civilizations and cities and things of that nature that we built, that we were rulers of. So it's been thousands of years since we've been in rulership, but why has it taken or been so long? Well, let me answer that question. The reason why it's been so long, because one, God gave Satan a time to rule. And two things can't rule at one time. So if God gave Satan a specific time to rule, then that means God himself had to step out of the picture to allow Satan to rule. So the black God went to sleep. But we left ourselves clues. You understand? We left ourselves clues. The Sphinx. We left ourselves clues. The pyramids. You understand? We left ourselves clues. Buddha. The black God. You understand? Sleeping. You did? So now it's time to wake up. Now it's time to wake up, all my Masonic brothers. All my Masonic brothers. All my traveling men that is on a journey. You understand? That was hit in the head by 3 ruffians and taken on a northern course, a westerly course, excuse me, into the North Country and buried in a shallow grave. You understand what I'm saying? Buried in a shallow grave. Not dead, but buried, almost dead. But what is it going to take for the black man to rise now? Huh? What is it going to take for that architect to rise? But a lion's paw. Like the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, as taught by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Huh? The divine leading teacher and guide in our midst today. Do you understand how important the minister is? Did you hear Sunday what the Supreme Captain said? We don't give a damn how you feel about our man. Because the time is now. The time is, truth is in. Falsehood is on its way out the door. Every day, the plagues are hitting America, left and right. Hurricane, rain, wild forest fires in the West Coast. Smacking America. The economy is down. Wells Fargo, I just seen an article today. They about to cut 25,000 jobs. The economy is going down. It's time for you to do for self. Everything that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said would come to pass is coming to pass. And you won't make Mr. Muhammad a liar. You won't make Mr. Muhammad a liar. As Student Minister Sharif always says, you won't make him a liar. It's not going to happen. So now we don't have no choice but to come together as one people on a liberated cause. It's nation time. We got to get back to that. It's nation time. Let's get our land. Let's get our people together. They got the proper skill sets to help push the culture forward. Huh? Let's get our thought leaders out here that can vision. See, everybody got a role to play. Everybody got a lane. See, we so wrapped up in not being able to be the leader that we don't understand that we got so much work to do in our lane. You ain't got time to worry about what the next man doing and why you can't lead the whole flock. See, the Honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan was born to do what he do. He was born for his position. He was born to give us that knowledge. He was born to expand and open up the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. That's what that is. That's what that is. He was born to do that. Couldn't nobody else do that. Because if they could, they would have did it already. If it was time, if it was daytime, if they was the anointed ones, then they would be making the blind see. Huh? They'll be making the deaf hear. Huh? They'll be making the dumb speak. They'll be saving lives. But there's plenty of people that go into church, get saved, get baptized, come out the same way. Fall right back in the wayside, doing the same thing they've been doing. Huh? But when you get them teachings and you apply them teachings, I told you earlier, it's a reformation program. It's a reformation program. You go from nigga to God. Huh? You change the way you look. You change the way you speak. You change the way you act. You change the way you walk. And people are gravitated to you because your energy changes. You change the way you eat. So your vibrations that come up out of your body, because we are light beings. Huh? And the melanin in our skin and our whole body is a carbon composure. You feel me? We are a carbon being, carbon 12. Like my brother Rizza Islam break it down. We're carbon 12. We are a walking photosynthesizing human beings is what we are. And when you put in the proper food, when you take in the proper knowledge, then you begin to illuminate. you begin to give off energy and vibes that people that come around you or come into your atmosphere can feel. And then you able to shift the atmosphere in any place that you step into, in any arena that you step into, whether it's social media, whether it's the workplace, whether it's casual outings. People start putting down the alcohol and putting down the cigarette because they feel your presence when you come in. And that is a God definition, being of force and power. So your force and power dictates a certain level of respect and dictates a certain type of atmosphere when you step into the building. Facts. That is the power in the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And bear witness, because people my age, you haven't seen the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. People my age, you haven't seen Master Fard Muhammad. But who you have seen is the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is in our midst today as living proof. Application of the teachings will take you through the class of God and make you a young God, as he stated in his Savior's Day address in Chicago this past year. Facts. So it's not even to be disputed. It's not even to be disputed. The only thing left now is for you to make up your mind. The only thing left for you to do now is for you to make up your mind. Are you going to take and accept the mission to change yourself so you can change your condition and change the people around you? Or are you going to choose to remain the same? But remember, when you have not grown or you don't have any growth, that means you are stagnant. Everything that God created was created to evolve. Meaning created to grow, created to change, into evolving into constant evolution until it reaches perfection. So how could you ever reach a perfected state if you refuse to change and grow into a new state?